Hi everyone. In this video, I'm sharing an AI-generated explanation created using Google NotebookLM. The explainer is based on the planning, scripts, and documentation developed for the CAT HTML learning tool. The purpose of this video is to explain how the tool works and how learners and educators can use it effectively.
Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a genuinely brilliant educational tool created by former teacher Reem Marshall. It's called the CAT HTML Lab. Now, if you've ever felt that absolute tear-your-hair-out frustration of trying to learn code from a lifeless textbook, you're going to want to stick around. Because we're about to explore how this project totally flips that static experience on its head by letting you literally break things in order to make them. Okay, let's dive into this. There's a quote from the project that hits the nail right on the head. HTML is one of those things that makes more sense when you can see what you are doing. And honestly, that perfectly captures the universal frustration of learning to code, doesn't it? You read about tags in a textbook, look at a few printed examples, and it all seems easy enough. But then you actually try it, you close one tag incorrectly, and bam, your web page looks like modern art. The worst part? You have absolutely no idea why it broke. That exact disconnect is why this tool was built. So here's our roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll look at the core HTML learning problem. Then we'll officially meet the CAT HTML Lab, break down its unique 3-panel structure, check out its CAPS curriculum alignment, and finally, dive into the offline tech and AI resources. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the HTML learning problem, or as I like to call it, guessing versus knowing. The contrast between traditional learning and interactive learning is just staggering. Look, the textbook way is full of friction. You write some code, you cross your fingers and guess if it's right, you save the file, refresh your browser, and just hope for the best. It's so tedious. The lab way, though, completely removes all that hassle. You change a single HTML value and you see the result instantly. No guessing, no endless saving and refreshing. You're just empowered to explore and instantly see the direct consequences of your code. Which brings us right to Section 2, Meet CAT HTML Lab, your new safe practice space. Now, a really crucial point to understand here is what this tool is actually meant to do. As the source material explicitly points out, the CAT HTML Lab isn't meant to replace a real HTML editor. You're obviously not going to build the next massive social media platform in it. Instead, think of it as a frustration-free sandbox. It's a safe place to practice before you ever open up Notepad or VS Code. It isolates the learning process, so you can actually master the concepts without fighting against a complicated software environment. Moving on to Section 3, the 3-panel structure. Learn, change, see. I am absolutely in love with how logically organized this interface is. Here's how it actually flows for the user. Step 1 happens on the left side, where you read a super short, focused lesson on just one concept. Step 2 is down at the bottom, where you use simple controls to actually change the HTML values. And then Step 3 happens on the right, where you see the raw code and a live visual preview sitting side by side. You learn it, you change it, you see it. It is just a perfect continuous feedback loop. Let's look at a really concrete scenario. Take Module 4, which is all about headings. The user interacts with a control to switch a heading tag from an H1 down to an H2 and then an H3. Because of that awesome 3-panel setup, you literally watch the text size shrink on the preview screen right in front of your eyes. There's zero delay. You instantly connect the abstract tag to the actual visual output. Here's another fantastic example from Module 8, which covers images. In this one, you can drag a width slider and watch the image scale up and down. But even better, you can toggle a broken image switch. When you hit that switch, the image vanishes and the alternate text, the alt text, pops up instead. This perfectly mimics exactly how alt text behaves on a real website when an image fails to load. It takes this abstract accessibility concept and turns it into a tangible visual event that you can actually control. And you know, the learning doesn't stop at just playing with sliders. Every single module wraps up with a built-in challenge. So, for example, Module 7 asks you which attribute controls where a link goes. If you get it wrong, the lab doesn't just slap you with a big red X, it tells you exactly why it's wrong and lets you try again. If you're really stuck, there's a handy hint available. It gently guides you from making a mistake right through the feedback straight to the correct answer. All right, let's move to Section 4. CAPS curriculum and modules, specifically looking at South African grade 11 alignment. Because this isn't just some random assortment of coding tricks. It is strictly anchored to real-world educational frameworks. These core modules are extracted directly from the Department of Basic Education's CAPS document for Computer Applications Technology, or CAT. It comprehensively covers Term 2 and Term 3 requirements. We're talking web foundations, syntax, page structure, headings, paragraphs, links, images, lists, all the way through basic web page design. So yeah, this is a completely legitimate mapped-out resource for educators. Now, what's really interesting about the curriculum mapping is how Module 12 is handled. The creator deliberately included HTML tables, but clearly labeled it as a grade 12 extension. Since the home screen lets users pick any topic and skip around, if a grade 11 learner is breezing through the content and wants to jump ahead, that extension is sitting right there, ready to challenge them, all without confusing the standard grade 11 scope. Finally, let's dive into Section 5, Offline Tech and AI Resources, Zero Dependencies. This is where we look at the practical side of things, and honestly, this will immediately relieve any anxieties a teacher might have about deploying software in a classroom. Just look at these tech specs. It's a self-contained file that works entirely offline. No dependencies, no accounts to create, no annoying ads, and absolutely zero internet needed. You just open it in any modern browser. Amazingly, a student's progress is saved automatically using the browser's own local memory, so they can close the tab, come back tomorrow, and pick up exactly where they left off. Plus, they have total control to skip around or reset their progress, and it's all wrapped up in a really sleek black and pink visual theme. And the creator didn't just stop at the software itself. The project files include a document called ChatGPT prompt.md. This is a brilliant little bonus for educators. You literally just copy the text from that file, paste it into an AI like ChatGPT or Claude, and the AI automatically spits out a step-by-step formatted resource guide based on the lab. You just save it, print it out as a PDF, and boom, you instantly have a physical companion worksheet to hand out to your students. How easy is that? So we've seen how the CAT HTML lab breaks down the barriers of learning to code with instant visual feedback, strict curriculum alignment, and totally flawless offline performance. But I want to leave you with a final provocative challenge right from the tool itself. Module 11 is a consolidation challenge featuring a web page with 5 deliberate errors. You can download the lab from the creator's links, open it up offline right now, and test yourself. The question is, can you fix all 5 errors without using a single hint? Go break it so you can make it. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer.
Thanks for watching.
And keep exploring.
This NotebookLM explainer is intended as a companion to the tool and the CAT HTML learning resources. Please use it alongside your teacher guidance, CAPS requirements, and your own learning activities.